here today for you is a sheet pan, and I've lined the sheet pan with aluminum foil. In the kitchen like this, I like to work smarter and not harder. And so because I'm doing certain ingredients that may cause it to stick to the pan, then that means I'm going to have to scrub the pan once I'm done. So I like to line my sheet pan with aluminum foil, and then it'll be easy cleanup when I'm done. So I have several different ingredients here in front, and it's basically going to be your choice on how you want to flavor these carrots. I have a Ziploc bag, and this is what I usually use when I am roasting vegetables. I'll grab a Ziploc bag and get all of my flavors and seasonings in the Ziploc bag, and then add the vegetables that I want to roast in the bag and make sure that they get covered nice and evenly. So instead of doing another bowl to add all of the ingredients that I want to flavor the carrots with, I use a Ziploc bag, and when I'm done, I can toss it. So let's get started. But I want to tell you that the first key ingredient that I'm going to be using is olive oil, and that's going to help get the caramelization of the carrots and get started with them roasting. Now I have two flavors here that you can use. If you want a little spice, then you can use a sweet red chili pepper sauce. And if you don't want the spice, then you can use just a simple maple syrup. And I like using pure maple syrup rather than the Aunt Jemima pancake syrup. There's two different things. I like to use maple syrup. So if I want them spicy, then I'm going to go with this. If I do not want them spicy, then I would just use the maple syrup. And what that's going to do is help with the caramelization of the carrots. Then the next thing that we want to make sure that we do is that we season our carrots with salt and pepper that I have here. We're going to be using nutmeg, and we are going to be using cinnamon with this. And then you have your choice of herbs. I'm going to be using some thyme with this, and some basil with these carrots. Also, the third thing that I would use is if you did not have sweet chili peppers and you had maple syrup and you wanted to add some heat, then you can just buy some chili peppers and then add the chili peppers with the maple syrup, or leave them out. In the next segment of Cooking with Aunt Carol, I just want to go through with you what I call basic staples for the pantry. Stuff that you will always have on hand so that when you do want to do a recipe, you'll have olive oil, salt and pepper, your dry herbs or fresh herbs, which ones you prefer. When you're using dry herbs, you basically are combining them at the time that you're actually preparing and cooking your meal. When you use fresh herbs, that's basically used at the very end as a presentation type thing, which also will enhance the flavor. So what I want to do today is I want to use a little of the sweet red chili syrup here, and I'm not going to use the maple or the red pepper flakes. I'm just going to set those aside. All right, so what we want to do is first open up our Ziploc bag, and if you can't get that to stand up, a trick would be to go in and get yourself a bowl. And place the plastic bag inside the bowl, then kind of mash it down here so that you can get your ingredients in. So I'm going to say that I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now I'm using 6 carrots here that again I had peeled and diced in big chunks. It depends on how many you're cooking for. When I'm cooking, I cook for 2. That's for myself and Tanisha, and so we do love to have leftovers the next day. So if you love leftovers, then you can go and cook a few more so that you can have it. But if you're cooking for 2 and you don't anticipate on having leftovers, just cook enough for you to have for your side dish for your meal that you're cooking today. So I'm going to take my tablespoon here and I am going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. And then the next thing that I'm going to add would be 2 tablespoons of my chili sauce. Now you can add more if you want, but I think right now, just to give it the perfect heat and the sweetness, and also help with caramelizing the carrots, because that's the big key here that we're trying to do, 2 tablespoons will probably be enough. All right, so let's put the top on that and move that out of the way and set aside my. All right, so then the next thing that I want to add would be basically about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Trust me, Krissy, this is going to make you change your mind about carrots. You'll never look at carrots another way. So I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and the same equal amount for the nutmeg. Let's just get that out here. Put that in. All right. And then let's get those out of the way. Okay, and then I'm going to use some thyme, and this is like a freeze-dried thyme. It's made by Lighthouse, and I love their herbs. So I'm just going to do, I would say, about a teaspoon of that in there for now. And then I don't know if you've seen these in your supermarket, but they're also a freeze-dried herb, and I'm going to be using some basil. So we'll put a few of those in. You know, I'm going to add just a little bit of black pepper because I already have the red chili flakes, so I'm not going to use a lot of black pepper. And then for right now, I'm going to use, I would say, about a half a teaspoon of salt because I don't really have that many carrots here, and I don't want to over salt them. One of the rules of thumb is that you can always add salt, but you can't take it away. So just be careful when you're seasoning your veggies or your meats, basically. Okay, so now that I have that all put together that I'm going to do, then I'm going to take my bag and just kind of mash these together, kind of shake it up a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is add my carrots. So we're just going to go ahead and place the carrots into the Ziploc bag, zip it up, and let the flavor enhancement begin. We want to make sure that you toss the carrots so that all of the carrots get all of the flavoring that you've put in your bag here. And like I said before, not only do I use my Ziploc bag for roasting carrots, I do the same thing when I'm doing beets, sweet potatoes, white potatoes when I want roasted potatoes. This gives every vegetable a chance to absorb the flavor. And if you're not going to cook these right away, you can start in the morning, place your carrots in your bag, sit it in your fridge, and then again, before you get ready to roast them, you can actually move them all around in the bag just to make sure that you have all of your carrots covered with all the wonderful flavors that you have placed in your seasoning bag for that. I'm going to set my bowl aside. Now let's talk about temperature. My convection oven, the temperatures, and I'm still learning. I've been in my home now for about 3 years, and I'm still learning how to use this oven because it cooks so fast and it cooks your food and roasts your food evenly, that temperatures that you would normally roast certain items in a regular oven, you would have to reduce it to place it into a convection. So my convection oven, I'm going to roast my carrots on 400. If I was doing it on a basic gas oven or electric oven, I would roast it at 425 at 45 minutes. So now what we're going to do is actually take these carrots and then evenly spread them out on your lined baking sheet. And right now that smells so wonderful. How beautiful they are lying here on their sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spatula, and I want to be able to kind of spread them out so that each chunky piece of carrot can evenly roast when I set them in the oven. All right, so it looks like we are ready to do this. I'm going to pop these in the oven for about 35 minutes. I will be back to show you the finished product. And again, we are doing, if you're just tuning in, this is Krissy's roasted carrot. We are back, and Krissy, your carrots are done. And girl, let me tell you, they are delicious. Yes, they are. Look at this. They still have a crunch, but they are roasted, full of flavor. The sweet chili sauce, you can feel that and taste that bit of heat in them. So let me just go ahead and plate these up, but I want to kind of show you how they ended up on the pan and how nice and roasted and caramelized these carrots are. You will never look at carrots the same way ever again, because these roasted carrots are absolutely delicious. So let me just go ahead and get these. You can finish them with a little extra salt if you feel like you need to tone down a little bit of the sweetness, or you can leave them basically as they are. You can add some extra herbs at the end, some fresh herbs like some parsley or some more basil. Absolutely delicious. Look at that. Oh my God. Krissy, I wish you were here right now tasting these carrots with your auntie. But I promise you, we will do a Zoom recipe together and then let you tell me firsthand how I've changed your life with your roasted carrots. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.